Oh, I've got a good one for you. Bernie and I were hanging out at this bar we like. We have a lot in common. We both travel across dimensions, so we like to talk about re-entries, takeoffs, flight patterns, stuff like that. We're having a good time. Then this big, tall, intimidating-looking redneck guy walks straight up to Bernie and accuses him of committing identity theft. And he's saying this because Bernie's always asking for birth dates to announce. Bernie doesn't say anything. This guy gets more angry and continues, saying how he hates when Bernie doesn't have a birthday to announce, that he gets sad and goes and sulks in the corner. This redneck guy says he's manipulating people to sending him more birth dates so he can commit more identity theft. And at that point, I'm like, where is this going? And I felt the need to say something. So I said, hey man, you're totally wrong about Bernie. He's not doing any of that. Where are you getting your information? And the redneck turns and looks at me and says, I wasn't talking to you, Panda Face. I was talking to Barnyard. And I said, no need to be disrespectful, man. You know his name's not Barnyard. And the redneck says, well, it ought to be, because he smells like a barnyard. So Bernie finally says something. And he says, well, if you believe I smell like a barnyard, perhaps you'd like to experience what the aroma is like underneath one of my tentacles. And then, quick as lightning, he gets that guy like in a headlock, basically, under one of his tentacles. Like if I would have him in a headlock, except face up into my armpit, it probably didn't smell very good. And I'm trying not to laugh, because this guy now, he's flailing around and he's going, woo, woo, woo. But then I notice after a while, his arms are moving slower and he's not making as much noise. And I'm saying, Bernie, let him go. He's gonna pass out, don't hurt him. So Bernie, just as quick, lets him go. The guy staggers back, gets his feet back under him, tries to compose himself, straightens up his bolo tie. And at that point, I said to him, I hope you learned your lesson, Joe Bob. Next time, stay on Shutter where you belong.